So here's the thing about inner work. At some point, it has to become your outer expression. You can't do all that work internally and it not manifest on the outside. The thing about inner work is that we do a lot of going internally, journaling, praying, healing, processing, regulating, unpacking your childhood, understanding your patterns, getting to know yourself, and we dive really, really, really deep. The thing about what you find is, what are you going to do with what you find? Are you actually going to do something with the woman that you're becoming? Are you actually going to take the steps of the mission that God put inside of you? Because all the healing is beautiful and powerful, but we're not here to just heal. You are here to be an expression of whatever is being birthed inside of you that has been repressed due to pain. To me, the point of healing is not to become really good at healing. We clearly know how to do that. That is why we're doing the work. We're showing up every single day. We're building that muscle. But once you build that muscle, my love, the point is just to become free enough to live, to be happy, to take up space, to go for it, to impact lives, to do the thing. I think there is a stage of healing that we don't talk about enough. And that stage is that sometimes you get so comfortable doing the work and in the inner work that you forget to have joy, to experience the good. We become spiritual junkies, we become healing junkies, and we cannot put down the healing, the crying, the pain, the journal. My love, go live. I promise you, there will always be another book, another podcast, another YouTube video, another person telling you you should be working on this. There will always be work to do because you are alive. We are constantly growing and changing and working on ourselves. And it doesn't matter how many patterns you find that you need to unpack, how many things you see that are a flaw that you're like, man, I have to work on this and this and this. I get that. Don't get me wrong. All of those things are very valuable. It's growth, it's healing, it's opportunities to get better. But like, what is it preparing you for? Have you ever asked yourself, what is this inner work for? What am I supposed to do with all of this knowledge? I know a big thing is like learning how to trust yourself, but trust yourself enough to do what? To enter a new relationship, to start that business, to help people. Maybe you've worked on your fear of rejection, but like rejection from what? From making new friends, from dating again, from putting yourself on a stage and sharing your voice? If you don't put yourself in a place for rejection to happen, how do you know rejection is healed? If you don't put yourself in a place to be vulnerable, how do you know that inner work is paying off? If you never date again, how do you know that all the work that you have done internally to heal your love wound or your abandonment wound, that it was worth something? You have to get out there and you have to play, babe, and you have to play big. A big thing that I used to work on was healing my voice and my self-expression and saying the things that I held back. But if I do nothing with this voice, with this powerful voice, where I'm able to channel God's love through astrology, through human design, through activating and empowering women, through life coaching, through breath work, through Reiki, through all of these beautiful tools that healing has led me to, I am doing a disservice to my community, to humanity, and to God. So what is it that you are being called to do that because you're focused on healing, you're afraid to put into action and live and experience? Babe, book the trip. Get into a new relationship, be willing to start the business, say the thing, apply to be on stage, use your voice, start the podcast, do the YouTube. What is it that is keeping you so caught up in the doing? There is a belief unconsciously of, if I keep her busy, then she won't be happy. Healing is beautiful until it becomes a crutch. Healing is beautiful until it becomes something that you cannot put down. Healing is beautiful until it's literally something that becomes work. And as much as you enjoy it, as much as that journaling session gives you life every morning, you don't need to write every day, babe. Sometimes you just need to get outside and experience something new. Big thing in healing is we keep praying about our purpose. We keep trying to figure out, like, why am I here? Why go through all of this? And that why question of like, why did I have to experience everything that I did? Why was it so hard? Babe, you're supposed to do something with that story. You're supposed to do something with that healing. But realistically, again, I'm going to use the word God. You insert whatever word resonates for you. God, source, universe, spirit, whatever you call it, babe. What was placed inside of you that can only come through that vessel? Because the way that God communicates through me is through the things that I have lived, through my experience, through what I've learned, through the tools that I've been exposed to. But there are things that you know that you could help with, things that you've lived, that you've overcome, things that you have learned in the process of healing that other people need you to show them, because they might not resonate with me, they might resonate with you. You might have the right words, the right language, the right tool, the right way, the right process, but as long as you're healing and hiding, you are not helping people who need you. Somebody got you started, baby. You need to get them started. I think the big shift when it comes to what I'm trying to say here is you have to put your healing into action. At some point, you have to shift from healing as a thing that I have to do to healing as something that leads me to step into self-expression. Because expressing all of that work that is on the internal, it has to show up in the external. That is why when I see spiritual people who have been in the path for a while, or people who have been in therapy for a decade and are still broke, I'm like, what do you mean? Or people who have been doing this work for a very long time and they're still obese. And again, this isn't judgment. I have been on both of those circumstances. But the reason you are unwilling to express everything that you've done on the inside is because you don't actually know how to hold a happy. You're actually afraid that it might work and you won't need to continue to heal. The thing is, there will always be something to heal and grow through, but you can learn through love. You can grow through ease. Things don't have to be this chaotic. I cry every Tuesday because every time I find another breakthrough. Therapy is very valuable until it becomes a crutch. Coaching is very valuable until you feel like you need another person to tell you what the next step is. Journaling is very powerful until writing becomes something that you do for hours and you forget to live your life. Working on all of these wounds and self-expression and visibility and rejection and fear of the future and of the past and abandonment and whatever thing it is that you're working through, my love, at some point it has to mean something. At some point you have to share. You have the codes, you have the key, and there are people that are waiting on you. Just like you needed somebody to wake you up, to lead you to healing, to get you to take those steps, there are people waiting on you, babe. And you have to do the work of exposure. You have to express. You have to go outside. You have to try to make that new friend, put yourself in that new environment, start over, dress differently, reinvent yourself, whatever that thing is that you are healing for, that you are calling in your heart, that you're putting on your vision board, that you're hoping and manifesting for. Babe, action is the biggest step. Healing is very powerful, but what are you doing with that healing? I just want to call out whoever it is that has a list of ideas in their notes app and they just keep feeling ideas of things they want to get to, but you haven't even started on. Or the person that keeps talking about this podcast and this dream, and it's like, oh my God, I feel like I have so much to say. What is keeping you from starting? Oh, I don't know how. Babe, learn. Start researching, start watching videos, but don't get stuck on the learning. Execute, pick up the mic, record the podcast, get it wrong, learn from doing. Clarity comes in action. Maybe it's writing a book, maybe you've never done it. Set time on your calendar, write every day for 30 minutes, whatever it takes for you to see traction and movement. That book could save someone's life, but you're sitting on it for the last 4 years. Launching the business. Y'all, I did not wake up with a business. This started in 2020 and it's 2026, and I'm just now learning some things that I should have known back then. But I started, I failed, I fell forward, I fell backwards, I got it right, I made mistakes, I stopped for a while, I came back, but take the action. Do not sleep on what God is putting on your heart. You are needed. All of this healing is for something, but you have to express what's inside. It has to come on the outside, my love. Again, I could sit here and call everybody out, whether you're an artist, a singer, a writer, a speaker, a mentor, a coach, a therapist, a guide, whatever it is that you're being called to do, my love. Do not get stuck on the healing. Don't make healing become something you have to unlearn to be able to live. The point of healing is so that we can hold the good, but if you're not putting yourself out there, the good can't come. I don't want to see spiritual people work so hard on healing and learning all this stuff and still be broke 10 years later. Or people who are like, oh my God, I help everybody else, but you're just absorbing their energy, holding all that weight. Or people who are like, I've been healing for a decade, but I still see you in the same spot, allowing the same scenarios and the same situations because you're afraid of how it would look, or being rejected, or saying the wrong thing. Babe, say the wrong thing, fuck it up. It is beautiful to make mistakes. We have to let go of this perfect agenda of this is what it's supposed to look like. Healing, what it really looks like is showing up and getting it wrong. It is being embarrassed. It is crying because you messed up. It is trying something that scares the crap out of you. It is booking that flight, opening up, trusting in love again. And you could journal it all you want. You could pray about it all you want. You could do all the tapping in the world. But babe, go live, please. I want to leave you with this because again, this is about the how, right? Picture the version of you that is already healed. When you picture her or him, right? Do you picture them journaling for 5 hours and doing nothing with that, or actually taking action on the things that they decided to do 3 years ago but haven't started on? Do you picture them with wealth? Do you picture them healthy? Do you picture them successful? Do you picture them in your dream country, with your dream family, with money? Whatever your dreams are, you picture yourself already having the things. So babe, take the steps, do the things. There are people that are waiting on you. I'm living proof that there are people that are waiting on me because this video found you and you were waiting on me to call you out. You're welcome. So journal on this. And then step 2 is go do it. What would the version of me that is free, that is ready, that is happy, what would she be doing right now? Make that list and then go do it. The thing is, it's going to be imperfect. You may be scared. It might be hard. It doesn't matter. Do it anyways. I think a lot of times we convince ourselves that we're preparing, but we never actually get to the performance. We never actually get to the thing we're supposed to do. And it's not preparation. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're hiding. You're afraid. I get it. It's okay to be afraid. Inner work is private. Inner work, nobody has to see your journal. Nobody has to see you cry. But when that inner work becomes outward and people see it, visibility is terrifying. Putting yourself out there is scary. Being vulnerable is hard. Expression requires you to be witnessed, and that is scary as hell. It is one thing to be like, damn, I'm really creative, I'm a really good artist. It's another one to put on a show and show people your art. It is one thing to be like, damn, I'm actually really powerful. Like the words I say are really meaningful. They're impacting the people around me. Than to actually pick up a camera and talk at the person and impact their lives with your words. And I know turning on the camera seems terrifying, but babe, we didn't all start like this. It's just a matter of practice, and practice takes action. You have to do it once and then over and over again until this big scary thing becomes normal. There are 20-year-olds who are millionaires because they decided to not care and turn on the camera. Meanwhile, how long have you been healing and working on yourself? And at what point does that become the outward expression of love and like literally channeling God's love through your voice, through your expression? Like, I know, babe, you're capable of building something. You know it, your journal knows it, your therapist knows it. But will you put your offering out into the world? Will you share your voice with the people who need it? Will you actually create the thing that you keep imagining doing, the retreat, the event, the course, the community? Can you just take the steps to make that a reality? A lot of dreams die on the bridge of desire. It's like, I really want this thing, but in between the wanting and the doing, there's this gap where we just get comfortable with like, oh no, this is good enough. At least I journaled today. Babe, you've been journaling for a decade. Put the notebook down and get to work. I know expression introduces risk, but no risk, no reward. And there is a lot of beautiful gifts, rewards, people, success, love. There's so much dying to come into your life, so much that the universe wants to bless you with. And if you don't take the steps to open the door and welcome it in, you're never gonna see it. That is why you're exactly where you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because as much as you have healed internally, you are doing nothing in the outer to bring in the reality that you want. So I want to challenge you. What is it that is being born in you that wants to come out of you that you've been repressing? I'm not saying what needs fixing, what do you need to analyze, what do you have to come up with steps? What is that thing that is driving you deaf, being like, please pick up the camera, please record the podcast, please call that person, please do the thing. And I want to challenge you to do it. You're never going to talk yourself out of your potential because it's going to continue gnawing at you until you hear it. I'll be honest, your next chapter is not about going deeper into yourself. You're good at that. It's about going deep enough to retrieve something, which you've already done, to bring it back with you. Meaning, I brought it with me. Let me show you what I brought. Share it with the world. It's time, babe. Stop hiding. I know healing gave you something. Wisdom, clarity, peace, a voice, discernment, creativity, compassion, a story, a message. Hell, maybe even a different way of seeing the world. Maybe the next step in healing is just allowing that thing that it gave you to become something tangible, something that someone can hear, something that someone can be inspired by, something that somebody can see and touch, like your art. maybe the video that you posted, something that somebody can be changed by. The only way inner work becomes powerful is when it changes the way that you live and how your inner work reflects to help other people start their work. So my love, that woman or that man that you've been becoming internally, that you've been nurturing and loving on and healing and processing, let them come outside. Let it be external too. Go create the thing. Say the thing, share the thing, do the thing. Let us meet her. I'm dying to meet you. And if you are in that season, to stop endlessly saying, I'm gonna do the thing, endlessly preparing and planning and thinking about this thing. Like if you're actually ready to bring it into the world, number 1, subscribe. I'm gonna teach you how. Number 2, if you need help, hi, I'm a partner in the journey, but babe, it doesn't have to be me. You have everything you need. Now, if you need a little wind behind your sails, go ahead and comment me and I can share with you how I can help. I love you and I'm rooting for you. Bye-bye.